We are back again. If I can keep my camera straight, that would be great. It's just not happening for whatever reason. There we go. Okay, so I'm doing a lot of cooking tonight, that's for sure. We are going to make I like to say famous guacamole. It's not famous unless you know me, and then it is because everybody wants it. This is a family recipe that I have done forever. I am going to share it with you all today. Learning how to tweak it is going to be up to you because I don't measure anything. Sorry, not sorry. That's just kind of how we play this game. But this guacamole, people that don't actually like guacamole, 99.9% of the time will eat this. And I can say that because the prince and his best friend both cannot stand avocados, but both actually really love my guacamole. So it is not traditional. If that's what you're looking for, go to another channel because this ain't it. Traditional is something people don't like. But it is a good recipe. It's a great recipe. There are a couple of things that you must do. One, and the most importantly, is you must use Hass avocados, which is the little rough-skinned avocados. Please do not use those big honkin' ones. Those things are disgusting. Even I don't like those. And I will eat an avocado plain, right? They need to be firm like a peach, right? Like they shouldn't be gross and squishy. But when you press on that, you should have a little bit of give. If it's kind of hard, you don't want to use it, right? But you don't want it to be squishy. These are all really, really nice, which means there shouldn't be any black spots on the insides of them. This one is a little softer than the others, but still well within our limits. Now, I'm making a fairly large batch. Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one. We are using 6 avocados. It's about the only measurement that you're gonna get. I will probably use the entire package of cream cheese. And probably half the container of sour cream. So that's kind of how that's going to go. We also use salsa verde. I like to keep mine green. You can use whatever salsa you like, but I like to keep my guacamole green. So we use salsa verde. This is medium, I think. Yeah, medium. If you can find hot, knock yourself out. We use jalapenos. There you go, or jalapenos, whichever. Pickled is the way I like it. I don't make mine with fresh. And cilantro, lime juice, and garlic powder. I don't use fresh garlic in this. Don't judge me. It's delicious. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this down and we're going to open up all the avocados. Get you a really sharp knife, which pretty much every knife in my house is blazing sharp now because the prince got a knife sharpener. And he's pretty much sharpened anything and everything that had a blade on it in the house. So everything is wicked sharp.
Not true.
That's not true?
I only did 4 or 5 of your knives.
He did a bunch of other stuff because he was sharpening for a while. I think he did his machetes. He did some of his Japanese blades. You did your machete, I saw.
No, I was just testing.
How did it work?
Not good enough.
Okay. He's still learning.
Too big.
He's still learning.
Well, the machete's too big. I've got a belt sander belts coming in to do on the longer blades.
Okay.
Like the machete, so those will probably be here Friday.
All right, so we're just cutting all the avocados in half. Then you're going to open them up, and those are beautiful, by the way. Any kind of imperfections, which that is one right there, I will take that out. I don't want any kind of imperfection. Those are beautiful. Perfect, nice and soft. There's another imperfection there. I will remove those because that will make your guacamole taste really gross. Trust me on this.
We have a few imperfections in these, which makes me very unhappy. Normally I don't have that many. These look pretty good. All right, we're gonna take out all the pits, and the best way to do that is just grab your knife, do that. I'm gonna put them all in my bowl, and then I'll throw them away. You'll see how I'm doing that? And twist. Please be careful, like I said, use your common sense. Watch what you're doing. I am not responsible if you cut your finger off. Don't use a dull knife. More people get cut with dull knives than they do with sharp ones. Just saying. All right, now we're gonna take a spoon. I'm gonna get rid of all these pits. We are gonna take a spoon and we are gonna remove all the yuckies. I don't like that. We're gonna get rid of it. I have a garbage disposal, so that's going in my sink. If you don't have a garbage disposal, I don't recommend that you do that. Just throw it in the garbage. Okay. All right. The rest of these, we're just going to use a spoon. And these are all pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the texture. They could be a tiny bit softer, but they're soft enough. Again, you don't want them too soft, but you don't want them so hard that you can't actually mash them. You need to be able to mash them. They start getting too ripe, though. They get a really disgusting flavor. Trust me. You ever eat a bad avocado and you will probably never eat an avocado again. It's pretty rank. Again, I'm making this tonight because like a cheesecake, guacamole is generally better the next day. It also gets hotter the longer it sits, so please keep that in mind when you're trying to make your guacamole, that if you want it a little hot, remember, it's going to get hotter as it sits. You don't want to make it to where the next day it's so hot you can't eat it. All right. There are our 6 avocados. You can go up and down with this recipe. You just got to figure out your measurements. That's all I can tell you. All right, so we're going to go in this way. We are going to do a hefty dose of salt. That was not a pinch. It was a pretty hefty dose. We're going to put some lime juice in here. Let's see, do we need to... All right, that's my dinner. Hang on, I think I've got to poke this. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We're going to do a bit of lime juice. You need the acid. It also helps the avocados from turning black. We're going to turn that oven off. I'm going to pull my delicious dinner out of here, and I'm going to let it sit. All right, now, you can do this a couple of different ways. You can either use a hand masher, which I am going to start with, or you can use a mixer. Up to you. Generally, if they're soft enough, you can get it with a masher. Most of the people in my neck of the woods like their guacamole pretty creamy. They're not really into chunky guacamole, which is more like the authentic guacamole, which I like. But, you know, I like avocados. So, again, this is kind of, it wasn't meant to be for people that didn't like guacamole, but that's kind of, over the last 20 years, what it's been known to be. Anybody in my circle, this is what they call it. I don't think at this point I have ever had anybody come back and say, I don't like it. I'd be okay if they did. I mean, I wouldn't be offended. But so far I haven't had that. So, all right, we're going to open up the cream cheese. All right. Maybe. Trouble getting the ends of these things as of late. All right, there we go. Now, because this is Philadelphia cream cheese, remember I told you guys don't cheat. I meant it, don't cheat. Don't cheat on this either. This will probably mix up fairly smooth without me having to get the mixer out. But I might have to, you never know. Yeah, we're going to get the mixer out for that. I don't think we're going to get where we need to be without the actual mixer. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out. Okay. Alrighty. And in we go. I shouldn't need that again, but I'm going to leave it there just in case. Gonna get us a little child cheater here. All right, that's looking pretty good so far. Okay, we're going to chop up some jalapenos, but I'm going to do that in my handy dandy little chopper. Okay, I'm gonna say that this was probably about 1/4 cup of pickled jalapenos that I put in there. Best my recollection, that's what it looked like. About 1/4 cup. You can put in more or less. Remember, it's gonna get hotter. Just telling you. All right, so we're gonna mix in some salsa verde. Okay, I put all of it in there. That was probably close to 1/2 cup. We're gonna put in some garlic powder. I don't know what to tell you here, people. You're just gonna have to figure that part out. I'm sorry, I don't measure. I just know what it's supposed to taste like. Get my sour cream out here. Yay! Yeah, we did about half of that. Now, we are going to mix this up and then we're going to chop the cilantro. I like cilantro. If you don't like it, leave it out. But I like it. And since I'm the one making it, okay. Oh, that's looking pretty good, pretty good. All right, so now we need to chop some cilantro. I like a bit of it. I'm gonna take almost all of that. And we're just gonna start chopping. That's not the right knife for the job. I need a chef's knife, which was also just sharpened. Again, you need to have a sharp knife. If your knife is dull, the only thing you're going to do is smash this stuff and you're actually trying to cut it, not bruise it. Always have a sharp knife. That means you do need to sharpen your knives often. All right. We are now good. We're going to put all of that in our guacamole. I definitely won't need any more cilantro. I might need some other things. We'll see. Okay. Now, time to taste test. I usually test it first, and if I think it's close, I'll have the Prince test it. We'll come back up. Okay, so let's see. You want a good amount on there. Cheers. I think I got it on the first try. Sometimes it happens. Yeah, you in the back. Honey, I need you to taste test, please. Now this is the true test, because he'll flat tell me something ain't right, and then I have to figure out what it is because he doesn't know. He'll just go, nope, or yes. There you go. Could be a little hotter, but it will be by tomorrow. Oh, I know what I forgot.
Nope.
See, I don't know what I forgot. You're supposed to put some jalapeno juice in there, and I did not. I left that out. It matters. Totally matters.
It's just like salad dressing.
I think it tastes like salad dressing.
Because it doesn't have the...
Does it need to have more...
I don't know. You have
Is
to
it?
put your jalapeno
Does it need
stuff
hotter
in.
stuff? Does it need to
Well,
be
I
hotter?
don't know yet. Let's see what it is after you've done it properly.
Okay. I did forget my jalapeno juice. I'm sorry. That actually is kind of a trade secret. You got to put a little bit of the juice in it. It matters. All right, let's see. Got it?
Now that tastes right. It's not hot enough.
I'm going to go ahead and add some more jalapenos. It is a really large batch.
A little more flavor and a lot more hotness.
I agree it's not hot enough. I might put a little bit more salsa verde in there. Definitely some more jalapenos because it's not even, there's no kick to it at all. And it should have at least a little bit of a kick. You just don't want to make it blazing hot because again, come tomorrow, if there's any left tomorrow, which in our house there will be because I'm making it a day in advance, it'll be so hot you can't eat it. So let's do some more. Let's do some more jalapenos. Oh, let me put my blade in there. That might help. You know what? I'm just going to use them all because I got a sneaking suspicion I'm going to need it. So we're going to use the rest of them. Where's my lid? Oh, there it is. All right.
And now I'm going to hit this with a polyurethane on both sides. And then last Friday, we're going to install the polycarbonate panels. So all I've been doing, one is that a chance.
Let's put some more jalapenos in there.
This full of straw, both sides. Take you on the inside. So that's stuffed with straw. The best
I think I am going to add a little more salsa verde.
I
have to open up my other jar.
And when that dries, that'll give us a good foundation for our first coat.
Not a whole lot. We don't want this too thin. And let's go ahead and put some more jalapeno juice in there just to be on the safe side. This will thicken up as it gets cold because there's cream cheese and sour cream in here, so it will make it thick. So if it's a little loose like this, you're fine. Don't freak out. You'll be fine. It's just food. All right, let's try this again. Sometimes we have to work at it. I thought I had it, but I didn't. Oh, that's it, honey. That's it. We got it now. Healed up. That's it. Should have a little bit of bite. You can taste the vinegar and the jalapeno juice. Woo! We're gonna have some guacamole tomorrow. Anyway. If you want the actual recipe, again, I don't measure a whole lot, so I would revert back to this. But I'll be happy to give it to you. Just leave a comment down below. Since you're there, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. All right. Okay, well, sorry. You guys know the rules. Till I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect guacamole day. Bye. Oh, one last thing. Another way to keep your avocado and or your guacamole from turning brown is put a piece of cling wrap right on top of the guacamole, and that will keep the air out of it. There should be enough lime juice in there to keep it from turning, but that doesn't mean it won't turn gray. Gray doesn't mean it's bad, it just means that it's oxidized, so don't freak out. Just put a little bit of cling wrap on the top of that, and that will keep that from happening. Bye.